Hey everyone, here I am with my 1989 Carrera 3.2 on the Homestead Miami track, and I'm going to give you my impressions as a complete newbie doing a track day. So this was the DRT 2025 event, and I had a blast. So this group was the lead follow. So this was the basic novice group. The front car there, the Cayman, is a PC instructor. We had one mid-pack, we had one as a sweeper, and then we had an assistant on the ground to keep everyone safe. At this point, we had already had like an orientation lap, so we were opening it up a little bit more. I thought it did pretty good, but I'll tell you later that my instructor didn't think so. But always be humble with these instructors. They know what the hell they're doing. And we'll get into it. So this will be a vlog of my complete experience, my impressions, everything. So here we go. Okay, so let's talk about prep. So unfortunately, I got this list after I had left. I was spending the night in Key Largo. So I left around noon the day before. I got this in the afternoon. So anyway, for our air-cooled Porsches, a lot of this doesn't apply, but essentially you just want to just go through the list. Your tires are good. Your inflation pressure on your tires are good. Lug nuts are tight. You can kind of read over this. Radiator is not applicable for us. Hose and belts are in good condition. Hoses for us obviously would be oil. You would have oil leaks and things like that. Make sure your lines aren't cracked and things like that. Get your batteries properly covered and secured, and your brakes are good. Main thing also is, you saw my last video, I try and keep my maintenance up to date. I did a brake fluid flush at 2 years. I never got to the speed of having to boil my brake fluid on this, being a new guy on the track, but I think on the G50, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if you start boiling your brakes, that may impact the clutch also, since they share the fluid. Let's see, yeah, seat belts, headrest, your helmet. They required a helmet, so I do have a newer Snell helmet for my motorcycle. Gas cap secured, no leaks in the exhaust, electrical wires, things like that. So this is just the checklist of what you need to have done before you can get on the track. And this is a self-inspection, so the only person you're hurting is you and your car if you're not upfront with your maintenance history here and make sure you're up to snuff. So there you go. Just a quick recap. I drove from West Palm Beach area down to Key Largo the first night, and I like the hotels in Key Largo. For those of you who tour with your car, overnight safety is important. I don't want to stay at the Motel 6 in Homestead or something and just have my car out. So I wanted to stay at something a little more private and something definitely a lot cooler. So this is just my drive through Miami and on my way to Key Largo, which I stayed at a nice Pelican resort here, a nice little bungalow. Car made it okay, and yeah, I was able to kick my feet up and enjoy the Keys, at least for the afternoon and the night before I left. Well, it's track day. Had a good night's sleep here in Key Largo, and turning in my keys, and I'm gonna hit the road. Future self back. I left like a cat burglar in the night after my keys were dropped off, and I'm heading up to the track now. This is US 1, and it's about 5:45 in the morning, so the traffic isn't bad at all. A few things I did comply with was to make sure my mats were out of the car. all of them. They had mentioned that. I don't know if that was enforced or not, but I did it. All my loose stuff, flashlights and tools and things, I just made sure were out and secured. So I'm heading up to the track. I have everything ready to go. And at this point, I was really excited all night for doing this. I really didn't sleep well. And that may bite me later. So we'll talk about that. Okay, finally at the track. So first impressions. Awesome. Look where I am. I'm at the track. I'm at Homestead Motor Speedway. I watched so many races here. And instead of being a spectator, I'm a participant. So this is just wild for me driving through the tunnel. I've done this at Daytona and other places, and taking my own car here is just off the charts cool. So I'm taking it in as I'm driving up. I just can't believe I'm here. Really unbelievable. Just looking around, filming. I just imagine all the races I've watched, and that, I'm heading towards the paddocks, and instead of watching other people in the paddocks, I'm going to be in the paddocks. And, even small things like going to the bathroom, that Jeff Gordon peed at that urinal, that's off the charts cool. And then seeing my car in it was just icing on the cake. And then you walk around and you see all the other people gathering with their awesome cars. The track is quiet for now, and you're just taking it in. And more cars are gathering. You're just walking around. It's like you're a participant in your own racing series. 962, race cars. I'm in heaven. Looking around some more, 935. And just unbelievable being in the back. And then my 89 Carrera 3.2 is part of the action. And just loved every second of this, every second of it. Eventually I made it over the check-in, and that went smoothly. Just a huge shout out to the event organizers for this DRT 2025 track day. All of the drivers that made it happen, the organizers that got the track, got everything ready. They had swag. They had made sure everyone was safe. PCA instructors were there, plenty of them. And without grassroots people like this and volunteers, these things don't happen. So huge shout out and thanks to the event organizers and everyone involved to make this happen. Go after registration, up to the pit box. So we're getting to go to places where only the public wouldn't be able to go. There's Victory Lane. So now we're having our drivers meeting, and everyone was on hand for this with the three groups, advanced, intermediate, and then my noob group of lead follow. Safety was the top priority for this meeting, and there was a lot of experience in the room, a lot of experience. So they just wanted to make sure that everyone was following the rules. What are the consequences for people if they don't follow the rules? What could happen if you don't follow the rules? And that everyone leaves in one piece. So great job with keeping everyone in line. Here's our group with our lead instructor, and he's going over the rules for the lead follow. So first group out of the gate was the advanced group, and the sounds were absolutely glorious. Here we are, the lead follow group. We're lining up, getting ready to go. As I said, instructor in the front, one in the middle, one in the back is a sweeper. First lap was kind of a slow introduction to the track, and then we started going a little bit faster. Speeds were controlled. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was like a dream come true. I thought I did the best I could. But I did have the instructor with me, and this whole experience, try and stay humble. No matter how good of a driver you think you are, you basically know nothing if you haven't been instructed by a experienced PC instructor. And I learned that essentially I wasn't using the lines right. I was starting with a turn. I was braking too early. I was turning too early. I was on the gas too late. I was hitting the apex wrong because I was turning too early. Just hitting the lines wrong. But here I'm just enjoying myself. This was the first session. I had the instructor on the second session. And just amazing experience being out here. Did I have the right car for this? I would say no. As the speeds got up and the instructor was getting me to go faster, I was getting more uncomfortable driving, and maybe because of the seats, and maybe because I didn't have a good night's sleep. I was excited about this, but as I was hitting G's around the turns, because I was now braking later, going faster, hitting the right apex, I started to get nauseous, and I always get seasick from when I was a kid, and I really can't go on wild roller coasters anymore, but there's a certain threshold I have before I get nauseous, and I hit it with the instructor. So I had to kind of end my session. So that's kind of a bummer. I'd like to try this again, but I really can't get into I get into a cold sweat, and I just get dizzy, and I don't want to be out there like that. So maybe if I take Dramamine or something, maybe a prescription, I probably would do better next time. But I have to say, the instructor that rode with me, I can't thank him enough, and the group of people here, to just get you into motorsports and to understand how to, do this thing called racing. I mean, this is an amazing thing to do, the whole motorsports culture. So as I'm driving here, I none of this escaped me what I was doing, and the people that are doing this, the car culture. I love car culture. This is pretty much the ultimate expression of car culture. These are people that aren't washing and waxing their cars on Sunday for Cars and Coffee. They're out here actually making things happen at a track. Amazing. So I did see, and you can check out my other video with more of the cars that were there, but you see the hot Porsches, GT3s, GT3 RSs, a lot of people with those cars, absolute track weapons. The sound, the look of them on the track, their performance is absolutely off the charts. So I'm here in my mostly stock Carrera 3.2 on the track. It got me an entry-level ticket to take a little glimpse into their world, and for that I'll be forever grateful. So I'll leave you with my video with a music track over it when I was with the instructor. And the reason why I have the music on top of it is you don't want to hear the instructor coach me the whole time. So I'll spare you that, but just leave you with 2 laps of me kind of doing a little bit better than I am here. Anyway, if you have any comments or suggestions or your experience as a new person on the track, I really would appreciate a comment and any helpful advice, or just share your experience. So again, thank you to the event organizers of this, and it was like a dream come true. I was in my own race in the paddock with my car. Again, absolutely unbelievable. So I'll quit yapping and leave you with the last couple minutes of me doing 2 laps with the instructor. Bye everyone, and hope you liked the video.